A very good afternoon. Much thanks for joining us. You're just on time for trending news. The time is 3:59 p.m. East African time. We've got you covered on all the day's trending stories. Welcome to the broadcast. Once more, welcome to the broadcast. I am Nelima, and the hashtag is trending news. Catch this live broadcast across all the social media platforms at Lookuptv on Twitter, Lookuptv on Facebook, and Lookuptv on our official YouTube channel. And let's begin. President William Ruto has chaired his first meeting with the cabinet secretaries. Among the CSs who attended, including Interior CS Fred Matiang'i, Defense CS Eugene Wamalwa, and Agriculture CS Peter Munya. And that is a story that we are doing, and we'll be giving you substantive information later on in our subsequent broadcasts. Kenya-based lawyer Paul Gisheru is dead. Gisheru died on Monday evening, and his body moved to Lee Funeral Home in Nairobi. At the time of his death, Gisheru was facing charges of witness interference at the International Criminal Court in a high-profile case involving President William Ruto and CAS radio journalist Joshua Sang. It is not clear what caused his death, with the government pathologist Johansen Odoro scheduled to carry out the post-mortem to establish what could have led to his abrupt death. And the persistent drought witnessed in Samburu County has been a havoc. The semi-arid region is on the edge of a disaster as drought in the area continues to make life unbearable. A drought-responsive activity has taken charge and distributed 75 tons of livestock feeds. This is aimed at mitigating the crisis.
Basically, the targeted households spread mainly in Samburu East and Samburu North, where the severity of the drought currently is high. Each of the beneficiary households will receive 2 bags of range cubes pellets, a bag that is 50 kg bags. And this mainly is for the small stocks or breeding herds that remains behind. The intervention is just to support the few remaining stocks, at least to make sure that they will be able to survive and reach the coming rainy season, the October, November, December, though of course from the indication from the Met Department already there's high possibility of it being depressed.
We need more hand to be extended, especially this period of September is critical period, the most dangerous period for both human and even livestock.
Naomba kwa wale wanaweza kusaidia kwa sababu hii jilali imekuwa mrefu, mali imemaliza, hata ile mali nimebagiwa na hii punda tu unaona hapa, na hii kambusi 5 na hii ng'ombe. Kwa hivyo hii jilali vile tunaonelea hata vile inatafuta binadamu.
And still on matters mitigating hunger, the residents of Karare in Marsabit County now have access to water, thanks to Kenya Drought and Education Fund, who have become the first project to successfully drill 3 boreholes at 500 meters. The residents of the area are already benefiting from the project through provision of food and sponsorship to children in the area.
So we have successfully, for the first time, pioneered sinking of boreholes in Karare location. 3 sites, all over 500 meters. We were the first one actually to do that. Since time immemorial, Karare has never had water within their location. The community suffered, women suffered, children suffered, and the elderly, walking a long distance in search of water, and we are bringing this problem to an end.
Kura Mungu ameleta yeye, ametafuta sponsor, hata bila sisi kusumbua yeye sana.
Hata anasoma watoto wetu wale hapana jiweza, KDF ameleta ndani kusaidia, hata amesaidia watu ya nje kujengea mashule.
Not an easy or a cheap project. Each borehole costs probably about 25 million to actually do it, because it's 500, half a kilometer deep, and it uses close to 100 solar panels.
And people living with disability from Kajiado County have condemned the county government over the lack of representation in the county assembly. The PWDs have expressed their disappointment to political parties taking long to nominate a representative. Their concern is being forgotten and their needs not being met due to lack of representation. The National Council for Persons with Disabilities, the independent non-executive director Samson Tipape, said they are considering going to court to seek justice.
Recently, we have seen nominations for various positions, and that in the people who had taken oath of office, we have no representative of persons with disabilities. We feel we are discriminated. We feel that that action must be reversed, because no matter the time that it will take, we will do all that it takes for us to also be given representation, to ensure that, like it has been there before, we get a male and a female representative in the assembly to represent our matters, because there will be nothing for us without us. We have put a case in the court, and we will pursue it to the bitter end to ensure that we get justice, because we feel that we have not been given justice.
Now, the body of a 37-year-old woman will continue to stay at Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital mortuary after the Kisii High Court dismissed a case that sought to have the body buried on disputed land. Justice Ougo dismissed the application as they could not offer proof of ownership, a contrast to the earlier ruling which found no illegality on the acquisition of the land by current occupants due to an existing consent between them and the original owner. The disputed land, which is said to have caused the late's demise, is now said to have been obtained fraudulently, a situation that has left her representatives crying for government intervention.
Tutaenda tena kuendelea mbele kupigania haki ya huyu mama ili apate shamba lake mahali ataenda kusikwa. Saa hii sasa kuhusu na ile ambao tulikuwa matarajio tulikuwa nayo ya kuenda kusika yule mama, sasa tena imekuwa sasa tena imechanganywa. Tukileta hiyo makesi hapa kotini na majaji wanaendelea kukataa ati hakuna usaidi ya kutoza na mtu ambao tayari amewawa. Sasa usaidi gani inatafutwa na mtu ambao amewawa na ile kitu ambao kimemuua ni hiyo shamba? Si ufuatiliwe sana alafu tujue ni kiini ni nini, kwa sababu hao watu ambao wanataka hiyo shamba yake ni watu ambao makateri wale wako na pesa nyingi sana.
Ya muhimu ni kwamba hatujui kama mwelekeo utakuwa upi, kwa sababu tayari Land Registrar mwenyewe ametoa record na kusema kwamba some of the title deeds which were issued, the records does not exist with the lands. Sasa hatujui kama Land Registrar mwenyewe amekataa, there are no records for the title deeds. Na sasa mahakama inasema it is the right procedure was followed and then the title deeds were issued. So what next?
The Deaf Empowerment Society of Kenya has played a key role in changing the lives of a deaf couple that practice horticulture in Kavengero village, Embu County. The drilling of a borehole in the homestead of Ephraim Jeru and his wife Mary Ihuyachi changed their lives from living in abject poverty to earning 1,000 shillings a day. As the villagers draw water for domestic use, the couple uses the water for irrigating the quarter-acre of land. The project under the DSCK has uplifted the people of Kaverengo community and hopes to partner with county and national government to work on more projects.
continue taking the video. We are already done with the videos. Tunataka tu interview.
And from Embu County, we bring you back to the capital city. International Trade Fair, hosted by the Agricultural Society of Kenya, has run for the second day at the Jamhuri Showgrounds. The show, whose theme is to promote innovation and technology in agriculture and trade, is bringing exhibitions from businesses and agricultural practitioners. The show entails product exhibitions, solution services, vendors, demonstrations, and entertainment.
As the ministry has mandated, our work is to ensure that there is both information flow, knowledge transfer, and also facilitation as to why this should happen, so that our farmers can continuously be skilled and also knowledge passed on to them, so that we can be able to cope with the changing times. Ours is to encourage from the ministry farmers to come out in large numbers, critical stakeholders, anyone who has an interest in the agricultural sector, to come and learn also, and also to come and also exhibit. Because we are living in times where we have to really adapt to the new, to the changing patterns in the climate. It can only be done when we know what to adapt to or to adopt in terms of the technologies. If it's seeds, we have our various institutions, that is the State Department, the state agencies, who have a specialized role in, say, seed production and also seed multiplication.
We have a number of exhibitors, both local and international. I think international we have 300 or slightly more. And then we also have international, about 50 coming from countries across the world, including China and many others.
And we've come to the end of Trending News right here on Lookuptv. But before I go, I'd just like to bring you up to speed with what's trending across our social media platforms and on Twitter. One among the trending hashtags is Matiang'i. Now, this is the current Interior Cabinet Secretary. And just to sample a few tweets from that same hashtag, Mike Sonko on Twitter says, "I respect all the cabinet secretaries a lot. Majority of them are my good friends." And he goes on to say, even the Super CS Matiang'i texted. So just claiming that they actually have a cordial relationship. And there's also a trending photo of the President, William Ruto, greeting the Interior Cabinet Secretary, Fred Matiang'i. And of course, many people just giving their varied opinions. And they met at State House during the cabinet meeting that was there early on Tuesday morning, chaired by the President, William Ruto. And of course, a lot of feedback from that. And just to sample a few more, CS Matiang'i with the Super Ocean Heritage wrist watch that is worth 470,000. I do understand we have to cross over to the State House where President William Ruto is currently addressing Kenyans. Let's cross over.
This year,